long passage from Yarmouth to Rockland, Maine. At least that was the plan. The Windy app had the wind direction more to the north, but it's actually more northwest, which means that I can't go up into it towards Rockland. I'm basically heading myself slowly southwest. That's about as close to the wind as I can get, so it's not a big deal. I didn't really want to spend I spent 2 nights out on my first overnight passage, but if I have to, I have to. I mean, otherwise I'd have to do a series of tacks and take longer to get to Rockland. But that's the way it is. So things are okay so far. It's gonna start to get dark soon. The Cape Horn is steering very nicely back there. He's been keeping it going for a good 5 hours now without any trouble. I did have trouble with the paddle. It's the rudder that goes in the water popped off twice whenever there was a really big wave, so I had to try to jury rig that, and I think I might have got it solved. It hasn't done that for quite a while. So, all right, well, I'll see you at the end of the journey. I'm leaving Iles. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's probably one of the only French names in Maine. There it is. Again, I started the engine so that any potential for getting into trouble, especially since there's lobster traps, lobster pots everywhere, and it's going to be a real pain because I can't put the self steerage on because I'm dipsying and doodling around all kinds of potential hazards, which I actually caught one yesterday after passing by several hundred. It's impossible not to catch one. So hopefully while I'm sailing and the propeller isn't drawing ropes into it, there'll be less chance that things will get wrapped up. But I actually have a piece of rope attached to my rudder right now. It's not affecting anything though. So I'll give another update once I got the engine off, just in a few minutes. Just gonna let it warm up so that, whoa, I just went right through one. See? It's impossible. I guess I should pay attention. All right, I'll talk to you later. Clip on for good measure. Nope, that's the wrong one. Short clip on for good measure. Took us right around these lobster pots. Way to go, Capey. Oh, wait a minute. We're good. Since this is province town, I put up my pride flag keeping it wrapped up because I don't want it to get all destroyed while I'm on passage. No one sees it anyway. But it's actually weathering pretty well. I think I've had it out in pretty high winds for at least a couple of weeks or more. So I'm really happy with it. Yeah, we're rounding the big fat part of the Cape now, and then I'm going to be tacking, and I'll still be on a starboard tack. It'll be nice. So it's a really peaceful broad reach coming into the main opening to the harbor, where I'm going to be tacking straight downwind to set up anchor. And this has been so sweet, this ride in here. It took me several hours to do 15 nautical miles because I had to tack a whole pile of times to get in here, but incredibly rewarding that I didn't have to fire up the engine. And actually there's parts of it I couldn't do because the engine doesn't have enough power to push against straight wind and waves head on, so tacking just makes the ride smoother, and probably didn't take that much longer than it would have bashing against the waves. So this is gravy. Well, we finally did it. We got ourselves cleared in Cape Cod. I got my, it's called a cruising permit, and I must have called like 10 different border security, and each one gave me a different answer. They had already given me permission to get on to land in order to get mobile data, because I couldn't even call since my fantastic mobile company in Canada decided to shut off my data once I got to a certain point beyond the border. So that was kind of scary, and it's been a real ordeal, but finally I found a border security officer who kind of knew more what he was doing and knew what he could do to help me. And within a few minutes I had a cruising permit sent to me by email at no charge. I'm pretty sure there's a charge for it. There's a charge for everything these days. Anyway, this is the free courtesy dock in what's called P-Town, Provincetown, Massachusetts. And there's the monument. I actually haven't had a chance to visit it yet. I'm sure it's something to do with either military or early landing settlement. Yeah, it's kind of a cold day. I think it only got up to 5 degrees today, and it was down to 0. So I was looking at wool blankets. I don't have much on board, just just a really old sleeping bag, and I've been like wrapping sheets around myself the last while, so it's kind of annoying. But so this was a grocery shopping trip. I actually got propane as well, but they won't have it filled until 5 and it gets dark, and I'm not going to go searching for the boat after dark, so I'll pick it up tomorrow. So these are full of groceries. Yeah. So all in all, not a bad day. Now that I'm legally in the States and I can sort of breathe easily. And plan my next voyage, probably down towards Martha's Vineyard. There's a place called Hadley Harbor down there, which has free moorings on it. And that could be a nice, pretty easy couple-day passage. So, looking forward to that. So today I get to pick up my propane. And this pack works really great with the 10-pound tanks. So I've just got the only small tank here. These are all 20-pounders. And it's just the right amount to walk a few kilometers. Any much more. Actually, I've got some groceries in there too, so I don't know, it's probably 30 pounds, but you need exercise when you're on a boat. Will you come sail with me? Wherever we go, we'll be. We'll sail to an island shore and sail on forevermore. No, Tim, I'm sorry to say, I think that I'll be on my way. I hope in time that you will see that it's healthier for you and me. The mermaid of Iles is writing your story. There's nothing you can do to take from her glory. The sea is your tempest, and she is contemptuous. I just couldn't rise above. Fiona took your love. After those hours at sea that had me on my knees, Ariose was safe at last as we waited for the storm to pass. We watched Fiona move on through from a hotel room in Cape Cod. Devastation was quite a sight, and we saw it in each other's eyes. The mermaid of your story. There's nothing you can say to take from her glory. The sea is your tempest, and she is contemptuous. I just couldn't rise above. Fiona took my love. Will you come sail with me? Wherever we go we'll sail to an island shore and sail on forevermore. Well, if it has to be the ocean, Ariose and me, the beauty is not as bright without you by my side. The mermaid of Iles is writing your story. There's nothing you can do to take from her glory. The sea is your tempest, and she is contemptuous. I just couldn't rise above. Fiona took my love. Sailing alone is fine, but surely there will come a time when someone else will want to be sailing on with me. When someone